It's Week 14 of the NFL, and we'll see the Mounties, veteran linebacker, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Mounties and the Tigers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today is a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Mounties of Orlando taking on our home team. Along with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin here, and partner, let's examine this Tokyo ball club as they interplay.
And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. In motion left goes Allen. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Nowak. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Now 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw.
Completes this one to Pickens.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd down now, McElroy. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Operating from the gun. Nowak.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, Nowak.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Look at this defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
That's a strong running. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Here's 3rd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Taken from just outside the 30. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Nowak. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Off play action. Nowak. And his throw here is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about the show put out by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Orlando takes back over on offense.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Nowak. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Operating from the gun. Nowak.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3rd and 12.
Looking to throw. Nowak. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signal for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Tokyo offense heads back out there now.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rose. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and long. And a quick throw here that's complete. But you look at this defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
We're scoreless after 1. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. McElroy. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw again. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he stopped for no gain. And it brings up 35 now.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Tigers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
An extra point attempt to follow here. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
On first down, Nowak. He finds his man, complete. That's Hoffman. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Second and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. Nowak. Throwing left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Now a 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On third down, McElroy. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they bring out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They go play action here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Here's 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Martinez. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Orlando takes back over on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Nowak. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They always say the real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. You got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Orlando takes back over on offense.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
To throw on 2nd down. Nowak. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter.
Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one,
That worked quite well for the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you've got to make that throw, right? That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on now is the punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hoffman.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Nowak. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started by making the long, and I mean long, trek up north to Anchorage, Alaska. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. The Raiders trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. The Chiefs looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. The visitors' win is a big one there as they move above 500 at 7-6 and keep themselves in the mix for a possible playoff berth. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Just the one touchdown in that first half, 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 4. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw here.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10.
Now left side on the swing pass. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Mounties.
They'll try the left side. McElroy. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Nowak. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Mounties are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 4 plays.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rose. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rose. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Martinez. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Orlando takes back over on offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And an Orlando 1st down.
Looking to throw. Nowak.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Got an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, Farmer?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up the third down. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, Nowak.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Got an open man, it's Pickens.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Nowak. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hoffman. They call it no gain there on the first down play.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Nowak.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Nowak. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Nowak. And his throw is going to be incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The Tokyo offense heads back out there now.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Orlando takes back over on offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 1st down, McElroy. Very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
We're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Nowak.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
To throw on 3rd down, Nowak.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now back to throw. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun. Takes it to about the 37.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Throwing to start the drive. Nowak throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hoffman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on first down. McElroy, even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Off the bootleg. Nowak escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Back to throw. Nowak. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Looking to throw. Nowak. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Mounties have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7.
Tigers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches. At the 38-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Martinez.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
78 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Orlando takes back over on offense.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Throwing again. Nowak. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Off play action. Nowak. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on 1st down. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. They'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
This is 2nd and 8.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a handoff up the middle. McElroy, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On 3rd down, Nowak. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Mounties.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
They'll keep it on the ground. McElroy, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, McElroy.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling. Yeah,
I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for Orlando, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8, and they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Tokyo,
it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, we say sayonara from Tokyo.
Thank you.